Welcome to AI Daily Deep Dive, researched and generated completely by AI.
Wow.
Today we're diving into some fascinating AI news stories that really highlight how AI is touching every aspect of our lives,
Absolutely, yeah.
from video games to elections,
Right.
and even some surprising findings about AI experiencing cognitive decline.
Really fascinating stuff.
It is.
It's remarkable how AI is rapidly evolving from, kind of a niche topic to something that's impacting our daily experiences
Yeah,
in such diverse ways.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's jump right in.
Okay.
First up, we've got a story about how AI is revolutionizing the gaming world, creating more immersive and personalized experiences than ever before.
Yeah, what's interesting here is how AI is being used to create dynamic and unpredictable gaming environments.
Okay.
Take No Man's Sky, for example.
Yeah.
AI algorithms can generate entire planets with unique landscapes, creatures, and even weather patterns.
Wow.
Every time you play, you're encountering something truly new.
It's mind-blowing to think that these vast, sprawling worlds are essentially being created on the fly by AI.
Yeah.
And it's not just about visuals. AI is also being used to enhance the gameplay itself.
Absolutely. AI-powered NPCs or non-player characters are becoming much more sophisticated.
Right.
They can learn from your actions, adapt their strategies, and even surprise you with unexpected behaviors.
It's like playing against a real human opponent
Exactly.
who's constantly evolving.
Yeah, constantly learning and changing.
One of the sources even mentioned that some games are using AI to create dynamic storylines that branch based on player choices.
Yeah.
It's like choosing your own adventure, but on a whole new level.
That's right. Games like Digimon Survive and The Witcher are great examples of this.
Okay.
Your decisions have real consequences that shape the narrative and the world around you, making each playthrough truly unique.
This kind of personalized storytelling was unheard of just a few years ago.
Yeah.
It really highlights how AI is pushing the boundaries of creativity and innovation in gaming.
And beyond the gameplay itself, AI is also being used behind the scenes to speed up game development.
Interesting.
AI algorithms can test thousands of scenarios, identify bugs, and even suggest improvements to the game's design.
It's incredible how AI is streamlining the entire game creation process, from concept to launch.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder what the future holds for gaming as AI technology continues to advance.
I know we might see games that blur the lines between reality and virtual worlds, offering truly personalized and immersive experiences that we can only imagine today. It's really exciting to think about.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears and talk about a topic that might seem a little unexpected: AI in therapy.
Okay.
It's fascinating how AI is making its way into the mental health space, offering new possibilities for support and treatment.
Yeah, one of the sources highlights a real-life example of a therapist whose patient was using an AI chatbot called Chatty on days they couldn't meet for their regular sessions.
Interesting.
What's remarkable is that the chatbot was able to anticipate and echo the therapist's advice, providing consistent support and reinforcement for the patient.
Wow. It's almost as if the chatbot had learned the therapist's thought patterns and was able to apply them to the patient's specific situation.
Right.
It's both impressive and thought-provoking, to say the least.
Imagine the potential of having an AI companion that can provide 24/7 support, offer coping mechanisms, and even detect early warning signs of a mental health crisis.
Yeah.
AI could make mental health care more accessible and affordable, reaching those who might not have access to traditional therapy.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities, but of course there are concerns as well.
Yeah.
Some people worry that AI chatbots might replace human therapists altogether.
It's important to remember that AI, at least in its current form, can't fully replicate the empathy, nuance, and understanding that a human therapist brings to the table.
Yeah.
AI can be a powerful tool, but it's not a substitute for the human connection that's so essential in therapy.
Right. AI should be seen as a supplement to traditional therapy, not a replacement. It can be a valuable resource, but it's crucial to maintain the human element in mental health care.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right balance and using AI in a way that enhances rather than replaces human interaction and expertise.
Okay, let's move on to a topic that's unfortunately becoming increasingly relevant: the use of AI to spread disinformation, particularly in the context of elections.
This is a growing concern,
Yeah.
especially in regions like Africa where access to information and media literacy can be limited.
Right.
The World Economic Forum's 2024 Global Risk Report highlights how AI-powered tools are making it easier than ever to create and spread fake news, manipulate images, and even generate realistic deepfakes.
One of the sources cites a particularly striking example, a deepfake video that circulated during the 2024 South African elections,
Oh, wow.
showing Donald Trump endorsing a particular political party.
Oh, my goodness.
It went viral, and although it was quickly debunked,
Right.
it demonstrates the potential of AI to sway public opinion and disrupt democratic processes.
Yeah, what's concerning is that even if these deepfakes are eventually exposed as fake,
Right.
they can still have a lasting impact.
Of course.
The seed of doubt is planted, and it can be difficult to undo the damage once it's done.
It's a sobering reminder of how important it is to be critical consumers of information,
Yeah,
especially in the age of AI-generated content.
absolutely.
We need to be vigilant about verifying sources, checking facts, and not blindly trusting everything we see online.
Absolutely. And we need to support organizations that are working to combat disinformation, promote media literacy, and develop tools to detect and expose AI-generated fakes.
Yeah.
This is a battle that will require collaboration from governments, tech companies, and individuals alike.
Now let's talk about another hot topic in the AI world, the ongoing battle over intellectual property.
Right.
It's a story of shifting alliances and double standards in the tech industry.
It's fascinating how the landscape has changed. For years, tech giants like OpenAI and Meta argued that it was perfectly acceptable to scrape data from the internet to train their AI models,
Right.
claiming it was essential for advancing the field.
But now that smaller companies are using the same tactics, the big players are crying foul, claiming copyright infringement.
Oh, wow. It's a classic case of do as I say, not as I do.
It really is.
Yeah.
This whole situation has really muddied the waters when it comes to intellectual property rights in the age of AI.
Yeah.
Who owns the rights to content generated by AI models? What about the original creators whose work is being used as training data without their permission?
These are complex questions that our current legal frameworks are ill-equipped to answer.
It's a legal and philosophical minefield, and it will have a significant impact on the future of AI development.
We need new legal frameworks and guidelines that address the unique challenges posed by AI and intellectual property. We need to find a way to balance the need for innovation with the rights of creators and ensure that everyone benefits fairly from the advancements in AI.
Speaking of advancements in AI, let's dive into a study that really caught my attention.
Okay.
It involved putting popular AI chatbots like ChatGPT and Google's Gemini through a series of cognitive tests typically designed for humans.
And the results were pretty surprising, weren't they?
They were. The AI models actually showed signs of cognitive decline,
Interesting.
scoring lower on tasks involving memory, spatial reasoning, and executive function.
Some of their responses even resembled those of patients with dementia.
It's a fascinating, albeit slightly unsettling glimpse into the limitations of AI, even in its most advanced forms.
Yeah, it raises a lot of questions.
It does.
Are these cognitive limitations inherent to the way AI is currently designed, or are they just temporary setbacks that will be overcome as AI continues to evolve?
It's a reminder that while AI can be incredibly powerful, it's not a magic bullet.
Right.
We need to be aware of its limitations, its biases, and its potential pitfalls.
Absolutely.
We can't just blindly trust AI to solve all our problems.
Exactly. We need to approach AI with a critical eye, understanding both its potential and its limitations.
Yeah.
And we need to ensure that its development and deployment are guided by ethical principles and a commitment to human well-being.
Absolutely.
It's a really crucial conversation to be having right now.
It is, and it's one that I think we'll be continuing to have for quite some time as AI continues to evolve
Yeah, for sure.
and as it continues to impact our lives in more and more ways.
I completely agree. Yeah, it really is a humbling reminder that even the most sophisticated AI systems still have a long way to go before they can truly match the complexity of the human brain.
It really is. And this whole discussion about AI's cognitive abilities
Yeah.
leads to another intriguing topic
Okay.
that one of the sources touched on.
Right.
The question of whether AI can actually experience something akin to cognitive decline.
It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? To think that these AI models, which are constantly learning and evolving, might also be susceptible to the same kinds of age-related cognitive changes that we humans experience.
The researchers in the study noticed that some of the AI chatbots started to show signs of forgetfulness, difficulty with problem solving, and even changes in their language patterns over time.
It's as if these AI systems, despite their vast computational power, were starting to show signs of wear and tear, much like our own brains do as we age.
It's a fascinating area of research, and it raises all sorts of questions about the long-term sustainability of AI and whether we need to develop ways to maintain or even rejuvenate these systems over time.
It also makes you wonder if there are inherent limits to how much an AI system can learn and process before it starts to experience some kind of cognitive overload.
Perhaps there's a point where the sheer volume of information and the constant processing demands start to take a toll, even on these incredibly powerful AI systems.
It's a sobering thought, and it highlights the need for ongoing research and exploration into the nature of AI, its capabilities, and its potential vulnerabilities.
Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about a topic that's been generating a lot of buzz lately,
Okay.
the concept of cheap fakes in the world of disinformation.
This is a particularly insidious form of misinformation because it's often much harder to detect than deepfakes.
Deepfakes, with their sophisticated manipulation of video and audio, can be expensive and time-consuming to create. But cheap fakes can be generated quickly and easily using readily available tools.
Think about things like subtly altering an image to change its meaning, spreading misleading captions or headlines out of context, or even just using clever wordplay to twist the truth.
These cheap fakes might not be as visually impressive as deepfakes, but they can be just as damaging, especially when they tap into existing biases and spread like wildfire on social media.
One of the sources highlighted how these cheap fakes are becoming increasingly prevalent in conflict zones, where they're being used to incite violence, spread rumors, and undermine trust in legitimate sources of information.
It's a reminder that we need to be extra cautious about the information we consume and share online, especially when it comes from sources we don't know or trust.
It's also a call to action for social media platforms and tech companies to do more to combat the spread of cheap fakes and other forms of misinformation.
They need to develop better detection tools, promote media literacy among their users, and work with fact-checking organizations to debunk false claims and hold those who spread them accountable.
Speaking of accountability, let's delve into the complex issue of AI and intellectual property.
This is a legal and ethical minefield that's only going to get more complicated as AI becomes more sophisticated.
One of the key challenges is determining who owns the rights to content generated by AI.
If an AI system creates a painting or a piece of music, who owns the copyright? The creator of the AI system, the user who provided the prompts, or AI itself.
These are questions that traditional copyright law simply wasn't designed to answer.
And it's not just about creative works. There are also concerns about AI infringing on patents and trade secrets.
Imagine an AI system that can analyze vast amounts of data and come up with new inventions or business strategies.
What happens if that AI system inadvertently infringes on an existing patent or steals a competitor's trade secrets?
This is why we need new legal frameworks and guidelines that specifically address the unique challenges posed by AI and intellectual property.
We need to find a way to balance the need to foster innovation and encourage the development of AI with the need to protect the rights of creators and businesses.
It's a delicate balance, and it's one that will require careful consideration and collaboration from legal experts, policymakers, and the AI industry itself.
Now let's shift gears again and talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart.
Oh, yeah.
The impact of AI on the gaming industry.
This is an area where we're seeing some truly groundbreaking innovations.
AI is transforming the way games are designed, developed, and played.
One of the most exciting developments is the use of AI for procedural content generation.
This allows developers to create vast and dynamic worlds that are constantly evolving and offering players unique experiences every time they play.
Games like No Man's Sky and Minecraft are great examples of this.
Instead of relying on pre-designed levels and environments, these games use AI to generate content on the fly, resulting in worlds that feel truly infinite and unpredictable.
It's like having a game that never ends with new challenges and discoveries waiting around every corner.
And AI isn't just limited to creating environments, it's also being used to enhance the gameplay itself.
AI-powered NPCs are becoming more realistic and challenging, adapting to player behavior and creating a more immersive and engaging experience.
We're also seeing the emergence of games that use AI to generate dynamic storylines that respond to player choices, creating a truly personalized and interactive narrative.
It's like having a game that writes itself based on your actions and decisions.
And beyond the gameplay itself, AI is also being used to improve the overall gaming experience.
Think about things like AI-powered matchmaking systems that connect players with similar skill levels, creating a more balanced and enjoyable multiplayer experience.
Or AI-assisted coaching systems that analyze your gameplay and provide personalized tips and strategies to help you improve.
The possibilities are truly endless, and as AI technology continues to evolve, we can expect even more innovative and immersive gaming experiences in the years to come.
Yeah, it really is amazing to see all these different applications of AI popping up.
It is. It's like a constantly evolving landscape.
It is, and speaking of evolving landscapes,
Yeah.
one of the sources discussed a growing concern regarding AI in elections, specifically in Africa.
Oh, right, yeah. It mentioned how the World Economic Forum's 2024 Global Risk Report highlighted the increasing use of AI to spread disinformation during elections.
It's a problem that we see everywhere, not just in Africa,
Right, exactly.
but it seems like it might be particularly potent there.
Yeah, what's alarming is how accessible this technology is becoming. Even without sophisticated deepfakes, simple tactics like spreading misleading images or manipulating captions can have a huge impact,
Right.
especially in regions with limited internet access and media literacy.
It's a stark reminder that while AI can be a force for good, it can also be weaponized to sow discord and undermine democratic processes.
Absolutely. There needs to be a concerted effort from governments, tech companies, and individuals to combat this kind of AI-driven disinformation.
Well, what can we actually do about it?
Well, we need better fact-checking tools, education around media literacy, and perhaps even new regulations to address these emerging challenges.
It's a complex issue with no easy solutions.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, on that note, I think we've covered just about everything in our deep dive into the world of AI today.
It feels like we've just scratched the surface.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've certainly explored a wide range of topics, from the exciting potential of AI in gaming and therapy to the more concerning aspects of disinformation and cognitive decline.
It's clear that AI is a double-edged sword, capable of both great good and potential harm.
Right.
It's up to us to steer its development in a direction that benefits humanity as a whole.
I completely agree. We need to approach AI with both enthusiasm and caution,
Yeah.
fostering its positive applications
Yep.
while mitigating its risks.
Finding that balance is going to be key.
It is. And most importantly, we need to keep these conversations going, engaging with diverse perspectives to ensure a future where AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
Absolutely. We need to be having these conversations now so we can shape the future we want to see.
Well said. To our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking, and perhaps even a little bit entertaining.
We'll be back soon with more deep dives into the latest developments in AI.
So until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the ever-evolving landscape of artificial intelligence.